now that we've looked at the data schema options in the context of the user setup, the next stage would be really to define how we can import data into our marketing database. So yeah, because you can see we've got our marketing data here, but I can then click across, and you can see that I have a series of options and in the UI. So the marketing team, so for the non-technical user, it is possible to import data. So you can see here import new or input update, but also these could potentially be managed by an API, which we'll look at the options later on. So the UI offers a number of tools, a number of options, so it could import. So I'm going to look at the import update here. Just let that whir through. So this is where the user can basically provide an import schedule. So you could actually set that up in terms of the actual system. So you could have recurring import update here. So it would be basically daily, weekly, or monthly. Actually, you could set up multiple daily jobs if that's the kind of frequency you need. But actually, the way it works is that every client is provisioned with SFTP server space, and setting up a schedule in here would allow you to call up the FTP space for a particular file named and specified in here. So you would have the recurring and the file name that it needs to look for. So it would basically consume that file if it was available automatically. So that's all necessary on the client's end, simply a routine to output a data file to the SFTP on a regular basis. Now, okay, so we also, it is possible to implement via the APIs, which requires a lot less effort from the client, and can be getting them up and running a lot quicker. Now, I mentioned there's a whole FTP library, so you would be able to set up this where a number of API methods can be used to manage say a batch import or export, as well as potentially a real-time data import.